Alright, so welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a quick rundown here from the point of view of a slightly moderately experienced Tarkov player of customs. Going to run through a couple of key spawns, places of interest, where scavs spawn, try and point out as many of the actual PMC spawns as I can, as well as PMC extracts. Scav spawns, I'll link in the description. I'll put a link to the standard customs map as it is in 12.5, keeping in mind that it will change in 12.6. Once we've done that, it'll give you an idea. You'll be able to use that to find the scav extracts, which are littered all over the place. But generally, rule is you're going to have to go from one side to the other. I'll also try and put I'll give you a quick rundown. I'll be jumping all over the place, but I'll try and give you a rundown of which spawns to keep an eye out for, depending on where you spawn. Hoping that we get one of the side spawns. We don't really want to be in one of the further away ones or in the middle. Perfect. Alright, so this is Crossroads. So our extracts will be ZB11, ZB12, the Dorm's car, I'll show you that, and I'll gas, which we'll run through. Basically in here, you can extract if you spawn over the other side of the map. So through here, weapons crate, and there is a key that can spawn in here. High value key, so certainly worth doing. Show you one little tricky spot that me and JP Howie have enjoyed using. You can jump up on this bin, and this is the customs area. Now I'll get down and I'll run around and show you in there, but you can see into the big red shed. Now in the big red shed is the customs office, which is the bit up the top there. There is a door there you have to unlock. From here, when you have the appropriate weapons and sights, you can actually snipe through to that door and kill people that unlock it, because when you go to unlock, highly recommend it. Hole to get through into customs containers, as you can see, they're all numbered. So if you want to fucking go ahead and have a look at that, you can learn the numbers. That way you can make callouts better. So we have an extract over here. This is an extract and a spawn. So obviously you start over the other side, you'll be able to extract here every single time without fail. Same with Crossroads, and with this area you'll spawn here. Normally, if you get a big red spawn, this is one of the spawns you can get. You can run straight up the road, and you'll be looking up the road which runs along. You've got a road here and a road on the other side which runs parallel of each other with big red in the middle. We'll come back and I'll show you the spawn over there. But yeah, one thing to be wary of: if you spawn down here and you start running up this road, there is a spawn that can happen or occur there, and you do have just a straight line here. There are ways to avoid it. Obviously, you can straight across the road and come into customs, or you can try and fight it, or you can hope that you can make it up into here before they see you. Good lane though, you can see them pretty easily. Both ways though, obviously it's very easy. Therapist car, so this has medkits in it, or medical items. Very handy if you need to find the salures, which you'll need for a therapist quest early on. Okay, running along here. Scavs can spawn in here. They are infrequent. You tend to find a few more of them towards the end of a raid. So in the last 10 or so minutes you'll see them wandering around a little bit more. Even then you'll find 3 or 4. Weapons crate, jacket. Jacket's good to get those keys early on. Now this is Big Red. So essentially we've got the other road running parallel from the extract down there, right up and along. We have, now this is again from my intermediate skill level. The callouts that me and my streaming friend use is this is the blue med shed. The reason we call it that, it's blue, it's got a little med case there. Again, Good if you need to find some lures, or if you've forgotten any meds in that raid. Can have keys spawn there, and obviously a filing cabinet. Generally, you don't want to be hauled up in there too long. Grenades, they'll get you in there every time. From here, we've got the roads where we spawned. And there is a spawn down along there. So about 20 metres, 10 metres past that train. From there, you can run up here, and you will be able to see people that have run through from this starting point down at Crossroads. There is also a spawn that occurs depending on when it happens, because you can spawn late, and it's sometimes up to what feels like 2 minutes. You can spawn in here, and along there, Dorms is over that side, so that is where a lot of the ultra chads, they're going to be trying to get to the Dorms area. It's where most of the good loot is on customs. This is Big Red. We've got weapons crate, and over in the back corner there, weapons crate. From here, this is the stairs up. We've got the customs officers. Now, over there, that's where we said you can get sniped from. Happens heaps. I've died there more than I want to say. In here, we've got 3 PCs. Good if you need to find flash drives. And obviously a gym bag. Duffel bag. And we've got the main reason you come up in here. Safe. There is a key spawn there. Items will spawn there. I've seen all types of things, not often expensive things. We've got the jacket there. So you can grab keys out of that. And there's a spawn there sometimes. Actually, there you go. There is fleece there. From here, there are a couple of key spots. There is the construction / cement factory area. There is a sniper area that you can sit up on there, and you can see quite clearly into here. You stand out like dog's nuts when you're up in here. So you'll be able to be seen from there, and also from the RUAF extract. Basically, that is you can spawn there. I very rarely do, but there is a spawn down there. But you will stand out. In either of these 2 rooms, you will stand out. In some cases, with the door shut, people can still see through because the door doesn't render it. So, Big Red, good. Lots of good early fighting. Had some awesome battles there. Run over the other side. Got the jacket blue shed. Has 2 jackets in it. Train line. You can jump up on top of the train. Wouldn't recommend it until you know there's nothing behind you over in this area. As soon as you know that, probably alright to do it. Although again, you do stand out like dog's nuts. This is the other spawn. So you can spawn here. Do it frequently. 2 or 3 people can spawn here, and you can shoot straight down the road to that other spawn. You can avoid it. So if you spawn down the other end, you can run through this area here and jump over here. And that way you can avoid this snipe here. Although you are able to be heard. If anyone's running an earpiece, you'll get heard. Moving on, we'll go over to RUAF. Just want to make this a quick run though. I don't want to take up too much time giving you an idea of what you might be looking for, but all of this is going to be usable on your scav runs as well, which you're going to have to do plenty of to keep that money ticking over. So you got the Welcome to Tarkov truck, bus shelter up there as well. We'll go up in a sec. But there is a cache here, in ground, has all of your, can spawn pretty well everything from what I understand. I haven't seen Red Rebels, that sort of thing, but lots of high ticket items. So you want to loot these early on. So there's one there, run across here, and there's another one in these bushes here. So loot that. Again, there are some items that you're going to want, like matches are good for bartering. Tashonka, grab all of them because you're going to need them for therapist in a very early mission or quest. Bus shelter, got a duffel bag there. It's really all there is to write home about in that area. You can run along here. We've got there's a little jacket inside that shed. The bridge, so there's the spawn over there that we were talking about. There's a weapons crate in that building there. run along bridge. There is a land bridge behind it, so it runs kind of from down there and along. I'll show you from the other side. Can have food spawn in there, pretty infrequently though. One item of note here, just want to show you quickly, is there is a dead scab body. Here we are. So, this dead scab has a key that you're going to need. And it'll have a few various other items. Can spawn with some decent items, other trashy items, so none of that you'd normally grab. But you'll need that key, so grab that at some point. This is called elbow, duffel bag. Sniper scav up there nearly every single time you run past. If sniper scav's down, player scav shot him, or a PMC. So this is running into cement, can run through there, so be aware people can hide there. 2 or 3 scavs here normally. We've got normally a scav there, and they'll hide in there. They can hide in there. This truck, fuel truck 50, you'll need to open that door with a key that we'll be able to show you in a later video to get a bronze pocket watch. We'll just come out here. I just want to quickly show you. That's where the jacket is. Again, handy for keys. Then we run out here. We've got the bridge. So again, we started. Stamina back. We started down at Crossroads, but this is the spawn that I showed you as well. Along here, fairly high foot traffic a lot of the time because it's one of the ways that you get to dorms. This is an extract. So Smuggler's Boat, if that fires on and you've come from the other side of the map, or if you double click O, if it says that Smuggler's Boat's available and that's open, yeah, if the fire's on, you can run down and lay down next to that and extract. So, in here, I mean, this road here, you will infrequently use this. I would be much rather running up along over this hill. A lot of people, hopes and dreams go to die on this hill though. You will die a lot on this hill. Have to be very careful when walking through it. PMCs like to hide here and scope out people that are trying to leave dorms and that are having to run down to Smuggler's Boat, for example. So you can run through here. There's the side of dorms, 3-story dorms. There's a little weapons crate down in there in the campsite, and I'll show you an extract over there. But yeah, I've rarely run down this road, and rarely have I fought people on this road. Don't see people using this road very often at all. Bus shelter. All our bus shelter people are going to know where that is. No duffel there. Then we've got the road to dorms. I'll show you the rest of the concrete factory area. So we've got the sniper area. Got the few fuel tanks. Hills over there, good to hide behind if you're wanting to wait for people that can be coming from along here. Having said that, if they get a grenade down there, yeah, you're going to die. Nothing else in here, yeah, at all. You're not going to want to be anywhere near here. The only reason you come here is because it's a main thoroughfare as well. You will need to get a key to unlock that for a quest a bit later. You can enter the road from here, or there is a blue crate there. You can walk down and onto the road. For now though, we're going to go and show you doors. Not much reason to go in there. I rarely will go in there. Bit of a bottleneck, bit of a death trap. I think there can be a key spawn on one of the buses in that terminal, but... so then we've got the in-ground cache here. Have a look at that. Might get you some half-decent stuff. And then we continue up here. We come up to standard 2-story dorms, 3-story dorms. Now the scab boss Rashala can spawn here. He will spawn with 4 to 5 minions. They're going to yeet every grenade that you possibly could ever imagine at you. So be aware they can spawn down on the bottom story here. Generally they'll be on third, but depending on how long or who's come through before, they may move. Factory key spawn, can get a random key up in there, and there. Don't need a key to unlock this. There are doors that you need keys in here to unlock. I can link a key guide for you, but the big boy that you want to worry about is up on third story. On the extract side is marked room. Marked room can spawn anything. So in this case, absolute dog shit. But can spawn weapons cases, all sorts of stuff. So great idea to get in there. It's high pressure, high intensity. It's a good place that you'll find plenty of people to fight. There's plenty of rooms here that you can go into, and there is a lot of guerrilla questing that needs to be done in dorms. Extract. If that car is there and you have 6,000 rubles, you can exit via there. You pay the 6,000 and then you have to hide for 60 seconds. You can walk away from it, and if you double tap O, it will tell you how long's left. 2-story dorms, same sort of thing. Rishala's men can walk over in there. So this side, top story, you can only get in top story here. You can't enter through bottom story. It is locked. The other side, so this bottom story here, you can get in there, although it's only about 3 rooms across on both sides. Got this hill. Now this is, again, don't really have a name for it. It's just campsite hill. Campsite here, not much here. I have heard that you can get a flash drive along here. Never seen it, ever. And there is apparently one through there as well. Again, never seen it. Yeah, essentially this is going to be where people are going to be. So if we spawn where we spawn today, running out here, you're going to find that people will probably find you if you leave this via this way, because they're going to come from the other side of the map to here. I'll just run back down and show you another cache. So the blue containers there that we looted the other cache in, you run along the edge of bus terminal and you run up here and there's an in-ground cache. So you can search that. Now normally you got 2 options now. In 12.5 reset, this is going to be a high traffic area, because absolutely everyone that needs to get to the other, that is getting to the other side of the map, has to exit or come past either that point there or just up the end there past a couple of those train cars. So every single person has to bottleneck through there at some point to get out in 12.5. 12.6 we believe is going to have the next customs expansion, which is going to have some bits and pieces over there, so you're going to be able to get through the concreted area, concrete factory, without having to come through this bottleneck. Going to be a big improvement. Another cache here. Bam, loot that. Now we're coming up to the backside of gas. Just want to show you quickly. Spawn up there near the let's call it phone line, electrical line. There is a cache up here as well. So if you are running the outskirts of the map, not a bad place to roll in. Cache is on the outside here. It is a little bit tricky to get, but if you fit around for long enough, you're going to be able to get it. There you go. Search. Grab that. There is a spawn. Now, I have had a late spawn here before, and I've had someone almost on top of me straight away. I'll show you the spawn up on this side here. Train lines, obviously. There's an extract for scabs over there. Nothing for PMCs. There is a tool chest. To be honest, I don't even loot it, so it's somewhere along here. Might be along there. Anyway, we'll run back to gas, and then I'll show you gas, and I'll come back and show you this hill. Gas is the second spot for the scab spawn at the moment, so Rishala can have a large volume of him and his minions spawn there. So 5 or 6 in total, including Rishala. They are aimbody and they will kill you, so you need to make sure that you're either sniping them from far or peek shooting them running in with something full auto and hitting them in the trifle face with good ammo. Anyway, stash there. You can jump over here and then you're in the back side of gas, coming into the front of gas. Front, side, back of gas. Pretty easy. Scabs will spawn here regardless of whether the scab boss is here. So if you see normal scabs, doesn't mean that Rishala and his minions aren't here. Be aware, there's a back room in gas. You can see through that little slit out here. So I haven't been killed through there, but I have killed someone from in there out here. Crashed ambulance, can get med supplies, splint, and there are keys, a med key that can spawn there. So definitely worth a look if you've got time. Then we've got through here. This is just the front side of gas. This is where your hopes and dreams go to die as well. Too many bushes, too easy to get grenaded. There's nothing in that. I would consider that just an absolute death trap. This is factory shortcut. Need a key for this. So the factory key that you can get from dorms, you can use to unlock this. You get 50 unlocks. One of these doors is one unlock, so you use 2. Green weapons crate in here. Key spawns in here. Can have stuff spawn there and key spawn there. You will get shot by scabs through here, so I don't think you can come in here to shoot Rishala's men. They'll absolutely beam you. Show you the rest of gas. And then I'll show you a very handy jump as well, which is good for just traversing the map just that little bit quicker. So, you have in here, main area, there are some food items that can spawn along here, condensed milk and that sort of thing, which does have good value early on. We've got cash registers. You'll get a few rubles out of them, to be honest, not much. Can have food spawn there in what was a Bay Marie. Back room. This is the boxes you can sit on, and you can snipe out through there and hit people. But same goes, they can also still hit you, but yeah, wouldn't recommend sitting there. This room, duffle, random spawn of an item there, normally trash item. Never seen anything good. Weapons crate. Then we've got the unlock here, which is the gas station key. Come in here, safe. Safe. As I said, you're going to get rubles most of the time. You can have some high value items, like you might get Bitcoin, very infrequently. Worth looting if you've got time, but again, infrequent. Can have stuff spawn there, can have stuff spawn there. Again, mostly average items. Then we've got this one, storage key. Storage key, you got 2 med bits. Again, can get salewers out of there, salewers. And they're handy for that therapist thing. Out the back of gas, so you got a gas truck here. You will need to put something, a marker on that at some point. I can't remember who the quest's for, but they're easy enough to find. Out the back here, hills, we got tits. So they're called tits. Because there's 2 of them, they're mountainous. Bus here, there is a key spawn on here somewhere. I have never seen it, but it does occur. Very high value key. And then there is, over here, another in-ground cache that you can loot. Now, for traversing the map, if you spawn over there, Scav or PMC, and you want to get across really quickly, there is a jump here that you can do. So, you can just come up to this barbed wire here, and you can jump across. Now, you will take a little bit of damage, but it's minimal. And now, we're out the front. So if you need to run from a person that's hunting you from over here or coming from over here and you want to get out and you don't have a factory key, go through here. Far better option. So, now we've done that, we'll come up here. So, got tits, see down in the gas, can see over there. Show you into the water building and just the jacket building there. This is coming up to what Howie and I call the med area or med center. Has a med kit, so it's a very fucking innocuous thing, but nonetheless. Weapons crate down in between those 2 there, and we're at the train line. So this is the train line that we saw earlier. The extract there, and that's where the in-ground cache was. Spawn-wise, you can spawn as a PMC pretty well anywhere on this hill, or right back down on the hill before there. Also weapons crate in there, tool chest, and item spawn there. We'll keep going. Now there's a scav extract that you're probably you get fairly frequently, called Passage Between Rocks. Over there, you just go and stand in the rocks over there, and you'll get out. Now there are some random in-ground caches along here. I haven't used them too much, just because if you're scabbing and you're trying to avoid people, they're fairly obvious, and you're wide out in the open. So trying to avoid that. We can run down this path here. Nothing really on this hill other than those in-ground caches, but there's a path along here which comes down from Passage Between Rocks. As you come down here, there is another cache in behind the dumpster there, and this is also a military checkpoint extract for scabs. Nothing there for PMCs other than that in-ground cache. Sniper scav can appear up there. He's trash, barely ever hits you, and loses sight of you very easily. Now this is the scav checkpoint sniper scav. He will appear up in this little brick building here, always on the second floor, always with a sniper. Although the spawn will not always occur. Basically here, you'll have one or two scav mates in here at the start of when the scavs spawn. Can get underneath there. Military checkpoint key, I believe it's called. It is the checkpoint key. Gate pass. So essentially, grenade box, and there's another little innocuous box. Therapist car. So if you need meds, that jacket there, search it every single time. Get slayers. You end up with plenty of IFAKs, bandages, splints, that sort of thing, and green weapons crate. Running along here. Getting dark, so I'm just being very aware that we've got to probably try and get out in the near future. Little weapon parts spawn. Always grab. Anytime you see a scope, grab it. All scopes will come in handy. In here, tool chest, spawns here. Standard. That might actually be flare. So that's worth a bit of money. Be good to have in a normal raid. Scav extract. This is called admin gate in this area. In-ground stash there. Silos. So this is the opposite side of the map to where we initially started. This road here, again, call-outs you may find different from different people. USEC building. In here, some good spawns. You need a USEC key. You can unlock that door. Things spawn in there. Another USEC key. You can use the same USEC key to get in there. You will have some random things spawn up on the back wall there, in those containers, in those as well, and you can get some stuff in here as well, periodically. You come outside USEC building. We've got basically the gas line pit. Good place to hide. Gets you a nice shot. You can look back up onto like that med station hill. I believe it's called satellite. A lot of people call it satellite call out, but obviously we've used and called it med station for so long it's kind of stuck. Here, open this door to this van. 2 computers. You get plenty of flash drives in there. You'll need a couple of those during your early missions. In here, green crates. Probably just call this a green crate building or dead body building. Stuff spawns there, and you can spawn there as well. Dead body, you can get all kinds of stuff on there. Graphics cards, grab that. And up here, here's another green crate. Can get things like red rebels out of that. Now we come along here. In-ground hole, near that, next to that hole there, you can grab some cash out of that. Alright, now this is the main extract. This is the always on extract when we spawn over where we did. CB11, always get out here every single time when you spawn over the other side. Just a quick one, another cache here. So they're spread out everywhere. You can make 100, 200,000 from that, and I mean early on you might be able to get away with doing runs for 60 or 70. So if you can profit on a scab or a profit moving forward into your PMC run. Along through here, this building here, I'll go in there in a moment, but scabs can spawn there, so just be aware of that. On top of it, sniper scav, he can shoot you across over onto the hill as well. Train here, later on there is a piece of documentation that spawns there. Now the only way to get through here is there is a gate down at that road, or there's a jump over here. Now the jump, a bit risky because you will spawn up and along here at times, normally down in near the silos. If you come straight along here and jump, there's a spawn next to that train. You stand out like dog's nuts and you will get killed. Barbed wire there, dodge that. ZB12, when that light's on, you can get out. So, run down there. There is a dead body down here that you can loot, and a grenade box. Now, I want to quickly show you this building first, because it's probably the most relevant one for you. In-ground stash, cash, good. Scab spawns here. You'll get to know the scab spawns very quickly. It's just a matter of knowing. Call-outs come as well. Like, Howie and I have killed each other 5 times in the last week, so, and we've played probably nearly 1,000 hours between us, so you just learn the call-outs. Weapons crate, good stuff in there. Here, there is a spawn of something somewhere along here. Can't remember where it is. Jacket, bits and pieces will spawn on the along here. You can get things that are good, things that are bad. And DHSwagger, that's where the door is. We come out here. Now, as I said, this is all coming from 12.5. When 12.6 comes out, if that's when BSG still bring out the custom expansion, there'll be a different connector. But this is old gas. Generally 3 or 4 scabs. Old gas is an extract for PMCs. Now, to extract here, there is green smoke, and you will have to have that green smoke on to be able to get out of this this extract. Good place to check. Anything can spawn on this desk, so you can get absolutely anything. So red rebels, which is one of the most prized items in the game because you need that. Extract, you'll stand next to that and it'll let you out. Come along here. Out the back here, there is an extract here. That's an extract for scabs. The giving tree. Stuff will spawn there. Check it. All sorts of stuff. I've got helmets, I've got slicks, which are right at this exact moment of the light, $500,000, and another med bag, which is very handy because you want those salewers for the therapist quest. It's one of the first ones you get, so you want to be really getting into them early. And I'll just show you the area and just the extracts. But that is basically customs. Nothing down there. You can run along the outside of this building. Maybe we'll come out here. So, front area. As I said, call-outs are pretty hard. You just got to explain it as best you can. Shed in here, you will be able to get out. There's something in there for a quest in the early stages of questing. That's where you come out from those bushes. Also, there's an extract. Food spawns in here, and when you, with a bit of practice on trash at it, you can jump on this car. If you open the door to this, you can jump on the car and run up and jump up on here, and you can jump over this without actually needing to use the factory key. Handy to know, but again, not something you're probably going to be using that frequently. Not early on, because everyone's going to have weaker ammo. Everyone's going to have weaker armor. You're not going to have to worry about doing that. You're better off just running the long way around, to be honest. Loot a few stashes, caches. Basically, it's the water. These are the water buildings because there's basically water in both of them, like water storage. Weapons crate, jacket, spawns of bits and pieces. You can have stuff spawn on the desk very infrequently, and stuff spawns on these shelves. There is a static spawn for things like car batteries, hoses, pipes there. You can have med spawn there, bits and pieces. And there's nothing along this area here. Then there's the van with the flash drives in there. And we come running along here. Main road, factory door down there. As you can see, time-wise, when it's dark, you don't really want to be raiding. Right now, you'd still be able to see, but only just. USEC building, so that's the one that we saw just earlier. And we're going to just go and extract a ZB11 just to... That's the standard one. Scavs do start roaming around here towards the end of a raid. Normally the last 10 minutes you'll start to see them walking up along this road and playing around in here and over there and along there. And just I found that that's when I need to have my head on a swivel a bit more, and with the changes coming in the near future, scavs will actually start to protect certain loot. But my recommendation, 5:30 AM is when it starts to get light. This is the ZB11 extract. People can hide there, but they, you don't worry about them. And then we extract here. But yeah, the scavs will be protecting the high loot areas and their better loot. So I mean, just keep an eye on that, and just remember that may change. But that gives you an idea of the stashes, caches. There's the jacket spawns where you're going to get the keys, which are super important early on. And rough idea of where the spawns are. There are a lot of spawns. They may change again as well, and depending on how many teams go in, teams will take up certain spawns. So you might find if you're a team of 5 and you spawn over at Crossroads, you might have 1 or 2 other people over there, and that'll be it of the 12 on the map. Keeping in mind, depending on the time, Australia-wise especially, you don't always get stuff. Like there's not always people on. If you get on at 10 AM, not always going to have people there. But that's the general guide. Do with it what you will. There is a run there. I'll attach that in the... Just have a look at it. Make a little map. You get an idea of where all the caches are, and it's a great way to make money. And you'll obviously learn what's expensive and what's not. It does vary during the course of a wipe, but yeah, look, I appreciate it. Anyone that's watched through this, just having a crack at showing you what it looks like from the point of view of a bloke that's, as I said, an intermediate with Tarkov. Just want to do my bit. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time. We might do the update for 12.6 customs if that comes out then, or if it comes out a bit later, then we'll do that then. Tune in next time. Cheers.